Hello and welcome everyone, and I hope that you are doing great. Here is Hassan, and today of course we're going to talk about the most pressing issues, the most pressing topic, the hot topic of the Middle East, which is Donald Trump's statements. So yesterday Donald Trump said that he wants Egypt and Jordan to take in some Palestinians, and of course he wrapped the whole thing into a humanitarian cause. So he said, look at Gaza, there is no clean water, there is no electricity, people can't live like this, people are suffering, and what is the solution? In conclusion, we need to transfer the Palestinians out of the land for a short period or a long period, he doesn't know. And please forgive him for what he said, for he not knoweth what he said.
Please forgive him, for he not knoweth what he said.
I love Donald Trump, by the way, and I listen to him a lot. Anyway, so Donald Trump says, I wouldn't say that he asked or requested, but he suggested that Egypt and Jordan take in some Palestinians. And why is that? Because he wants to clean the whole thing out. And here are two questions that need to be answered in this regard. First, you want to clear Gaza. After who? We need to clean Gaza after who? And we need to clean Gaza of what? I think these are crucial questions to understand the whole issue in the Middle East. First, we need to clean after Israel. Because Israel, who has committed genocide in Gaza, Israel, who has caused this mess that Donald Trump was talking about, Israel, who has demolished and destroyed 80% of the infrastructure and civilian buildings in Gaza. Israel hasn't left a single hospital intact. Israel hasn't left a single school intact. Israel hasn't left a single street intact. So Israel, who has caused this total destruction in Gaza. So the question is, why should we, Egypt and Jordan, go and clean after Israel? Why doesn't Israel clean after itself? Because if you think that this is the first time we go and clean after Israel, no, we've done that many times before. This is not the first war that was ignited essentially by the reckless and the insane policies of Israel. Because if you want to understand the issue, Gaza lives in under a siege for 17 years. Israel imposes restrictions and a siege on Gaza. People can't live like that, so they start to fight against Israel to rid of these restrictions, this insane, inhumane restrictions. Israel responds to them and destroy, and when I say destroy, I mean, as I said, total destruction. Israel responds and destroy Gaza. What Egypt does, and other country and other Arab countries, we go into Gaza and they clean the whole thing out and rebuild Gaza. So first, we always clean after Israel. The second thing is, which is what makes this time is different, is you need to clean Gaza of what? Because it's obvious that Donald Trump wants to clean Gaza of its people, and this is exactly the definition of ethnic cleansing. He wants us to go and rid of the people to let the occupiers enjoy the land. This will never happen, and we will never accept that. And I think that the Egyptian president was the first politician in the world to talk against this plan. Exactly after a week, exactly on the 18th of October, after 10 years of this war, the German chancellor came to Egypt and discussed the issue with the president of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. And in a press conference, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi stated clearly, we will stand against any plan of transfer. Why is that? First, because it's immoral. There is nothing moral about it. It's ethnic cleansing, and it's against all humanitarian laws. It's against all United Nations declarations. It kills the two-state solution. There is nothing moral about it. It's ethnic cleansing. But the second thing you should consider is we need to ask ourselves this question: is that going to work? If we transferred the Palestinians out of their land and put them into Sinai, is that going to work? Of course not. Why? First, you need to put them in Sinai, and Sinai is adjacent to Israel. We share borders with Israel. So those people are angry. Those people see that they have rights which is taken by Israel, and the occupiers are enjoying their lands and their properties, and those people are very angry. So they will not stop resisting against Israel. So what they will do, if we transfer them to Sinai, which is adjacent to Israel, they will start to launch their attacks against Israel from Sinai, which is Egyptian soil. Israel will not stand in silence. Israel will respond and bombard them. Bombard them where? In Egypt. Egypt will not down in silence. Egypt will respond to Israel. So what we've done here is just we've just widened the war zone in the Middle East and get Egypt, which is the most powerful army in the region, the biggest population. We get Egypt involved in direct war against Israel. Is that gonna work? Is that peace in the Middle East? Of course not. So you can't think about Egypt as a small country. With all due respect, you can't think about Egypt as Panama or Colombia or whatever. With all due respect to all these countries, but these countries are not on this region. Egypt stands on the most vulnerable and volatile region in the world, which is the Middle East. And we are trying hard to secure peace in this region. We are trying hard to secure the international trade here that crosses Suez Canal. Because if you don't know, Suez Canal, 15% of the international trade cross through Suez Canal. So we are trying hard to secure peace. That's why we have this powerful army, because we know that power will secure peace in this region. So you want us to get involved in a direct war against Israel after 50 years of peace with them. So why is that? Why is that? This will never secure. First, this is not moral thing to do. It's not the right thing to do at all. And also, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And also, as I said, you can't think about Egypt as Panama or Colombia, and also you can't think of the Palestinians as how you think of the illegal immigrants in America. You now are deporting the illegal immigrants from Latin America or whatever, but those people are not illegal immigrants. Those people are citizens. They are the landowners. This land is their homeland. So you can just say, okay, we will rid of them and clean Gaza. What does it mean to clean Gaza? Ethnic cleansing in the 21st century? Of course, it's not going to work. And as I said, yes, Egyptians, we don't get offended easily, but you can't expect to offend the Egyptians. And really, what Donald Trump said yesterday is very offensive. It was very offensive, and people are very angry here in Egypt. Anyway, as I said, I love Donald Trump. We support Donald Trump. We think always of Donald Trump as a peace man. We want him to secure peace in Ukraine. We support him in some policies like gender policies and this conservative policies, because we conservative communities, but we want him to help to secure peace in the Middle East, but not that way. Things are not done this way at all. Anyway, I hope this was a helpful overview to understand the complexity of the issue here in the Middle East, and see you soon. Bye.